Hello there. I believe we are live. My name is Linda Dolke, if you don't know me, and I am very happy that you are here. Thank you so much for joining us. I can see we have a lot of people here already. You guys are waiting. So I'm just going through. Oh my goodness, there's so much chat already on here, even before I opened it up. How are we all? Have you had a good weekend? It's Sunday night here, so just gone 7:30. And I'm on YouTube, and I'm also on my public Facebook page. So some of you may be used to me going live in the private group. I'm not going live over there at the moment. I'm just trying something different, and I'm going to be going live for a little while on my public page, and we'll see how that goes. So the private page is still the page I use for if I do a giveaway, if I want to have a bit more of a personal conversation with my VIP clients. People who have purchased from me or are in my team, and they're usually in Australia as well. So we're a little bit more closely connected in there. But here on the public page, I guess it's a chance for us to get to know each other. So that's kind of cool. I'm just going to go through your comments and see if I've missed anything, or I think maybe you were just all chatting to each other. So that's lovely. It is not raining here, Cherie. We actually had a beautiful sunny day today, and it was lovely. And I actually got some washing done and caught up. That was great. The things that we get excited about. Just reading through. You had a fantastic day. Happy birthday, Elizabeth. Everyone, it's Elizabeth's birthday. So happy birthday to Elizabeth. You made it, Michelle. Yes, so did I. That's great. You know what? I don't mind. I'm probably not going to be here until 7:30. I have a few things that I need to do. If ever I can join you a little early, I will. But normally I don't make it till 7:30 because I've just done the dinner routine. My husband leaves for work at around 7, so on the nights that he's working. So make sure he gets away okay and all that stuff. Not that he's not capable of doing that himself, of course, but he likes it if I'm able to come out and see him off. Yay. So I thought I would do a couple of things tonight. First of all, I want to introduce you to the cards we're making in the online class this month, and then we might do something with that suite tonight as well. And I know for a few of you it's your favorite, so that's good. And then I've got a project I want to do with some retired stuff that's on its way out. So look at all those beautiful happy birthdays you just got. That's lovely. Well, welcome everyone. It's so nice to see you all, and thank you for joining us tonight. All right, let me switch over to the desk and let's get going. Here we go. Can everyone see that okay? All right. So the suite that I'm using this month for my online class is the New Horizons suites, which this came about because I was tossing up between this one and the Brilliant Rainbows, or Rainbows of Happiness. And I couldn't decide which way to go. So I polled my VIP group. I ran a little poll in there and I asked them which one would they like to do, or which one would they like to see me do, even if they're not able to do it themselves. And so they requested this one, which is called New Horizons. So this is on page 42 and 43 of the current mini catalogue, the January to June mini catalogue. Oh, oh goodness. Just missing some comments. How are you, Jean? I see that you've been chatting away with the girls, so that's great. You have the night right. Should we tell them what happened, Judy, or are you too embarrassed? Should I not mention it? I don't want to make you feel bad. I was kind of a little bit what's the word? A little bit chuffed that you were looking for me when you were. So there we go. I'm trying not to. Right. You guys have got stuff in common, I see. All right, so this is the stuff that's in. There's some beautiful samples made with this suite, and the suite consists of the stamp set, which is called On the Horizon, the dies, which are called the Horizon dies, and they're in one of those bigger 6x6 packs. So it's not a small pack of dies, it's a larger pack. Then there's also the beautiful Horizons DSP, or New Horizons DSP. It's 6x6. So this is, I haven't even got a full pack. I've got more packs on their way to me right now, but this is the first pack, which I've pretty much decimated because I can tell, can I? You sure? I got a very sad message from Judy last night asking me if I was okay. She was very worried about me last night, and she wanted to make sure, she'd gone looking for my replay because she'd been out to dinner having a night on the town. Maybe that was the problem. Maybe had a little bit too much festive spirit out on the town, Judy. Is that what it was? Or not? But yeah, so poor Judy was looking for me last night, and then shortly after I got another message saying, never mind, I just realized it's Saturday night, not Sunday night. So she thought it was tonight, and she was wondering why I didn't go live. I promise you, if I'm not going live, unless something is wrong, if I'm not going live on a Friday or a Sunday night, I will be sure to let you know. There'll be I'll either do a pre-recorded thing for you or something, but or I'll let you know that I'm not available. But yeah, too much singing syrup, says Jenny. Yeah, you don't drink, so you can't blame that, right? So just a little moment. That was a Judy moment, as you know how I have Linda moments. Well, you had a Judy moment, so that's what it was. But I was very honored to think that you think of me, even on nights that I'm not supposed to be here, because Saturday is my night off as a general rule. So this paper, as a couple of people have already noticed, is absolutely beautiful. Let me move it down a bit so we can see it better. So it's called New Horizons because almost all the pieces have a horizon in them. Not quite all of them, but a lot of them do. This one has more of a scene, but you can see there's a horizon here, sky and foreground. And then there's different ones you can see, and they're beautifully painted, absolutely gorgeous. Too many cherry ripe, says Jenny. Too much something. So absolutely beautiful paper. See another horizon here. Some of them are like watery scenes. Some of them are land scenes. Some of them are, who knows? It's really hard. Oh, sorry. I just realized Crumpet's out the door. He wants to get out. Give me a second. Do you want to get out, sweetheart? There you go. How'd you go? I forgot that he was in here when I went live, and then he's gone out looking for his dinner. But then again, the kids probably won't think to feed them anyway, and it'll end up having to be me. Oh, I know. You know what? Megan sent me a picture. I don't know if Megan's here tonight or not. I haven't seen her yet. But she sent me a picture and circled where the house is so that I could see it. So I got that was back on this one, back in that one there. Over here. So so there you go. I really like this one. I've got a real thing about this one, and I have used this one in the class. So I'm going to show you the class cards in a second. And the class is going to go live in the next couple of days. I'm just waiting for one final thing to arrive so that I can publish them. But I'm going to show you guys tonight as a little bit of a sneak peek. Okay. Tea and crumpets, I know, right? That's it. Oh, you're there, Megan. Hi. Oh, that's okay. Don't worry about us. I didn't mean to interrupt your dinner. Okay, so you can see this one reminds me like of an Alaskan scene. You've got your snow-capped mountains over there above the ocean. It's just, they're so beautiful. This one reminds me of like a galaxy, or the Milky Way or something like that. And I did a card. We did a card with that on Friday night. Do you guys remember? We put a rainbow on it. And that turned out really pretty. And I mean, we haven't even gone and looked at the backs. How beautiful are they? That's gorgeous too. I love all of these papers. They're all beautiful. There's not a single paper that I didn't like in these. They're all just different. That one's nice. I did a sailboat on that one. Some of you may have seen. This one's featured in the class, this beautiful wash. Oh, there's more of that Alaska one, and there's this one here. So let me just put those to one side for now, and I'll show you the cards. I'll move this. What was that? Page 42 and 43. All right, so these are the first two I did. All right, these ones here. I really like how they've turned out. I have, I don't know if you can see it, I've used some extra embossing here for some texture. And they're very simple cards, but I think they turned out really, really nice. I love the way this came together. That's that paper I told you a moment ago that I really, really like. And they just came out really nice. Now I have used the stamps in the On the Horizon set for the sentiments, but if you don't have the On the Horizon set, that's okay. You can use whatever sentiments you have in your collection. Okay. Oh, really? So a whole village? Isn't that funny? I did stamp the birds, but once again, if you don't have the stamps, it's not mandatory. You don't have to have the birds, and you might have birds in another set. But if you have the set, you can use them, and I'm going to give you guys alternatives if you don't have the set. So there's things that you can do if you don't have the stamp set. Now, this is the other. I'm still deciding. I'm going to do a bonus card for this one because there was another card that I couldn't decide whether to include it or not. So I decided I will include it, and I'm going to call it a bonus card because the 3 cards that we're doing, there's usually 2 standard cards, which are the 2 I've just showed you, and then something a little different. Okay, so this card here is the one that I've done that's a little different, and I'm going to give you alternatives whether you have the dies or whether you have the stamps. And then when you open it up, you can see it stands up like so. All right, so it actually is self-supporting, and it's got this piece here. We've got a greeting here. We've got this, and if you actually open this out, you'll see that the whole 6x6 piece covers this whole piece here. So you can actually see the whole scene. I've put the gate in as well, which I thought looked really nice. But this is a cute little card, very easy to do. If you are ordering $50 or more and you want to do the class, then I will be sending out all the supplies for you to make these with me. Okay, so you're usually eating on a Friday night. Well, I have thought about changing my time, but I go with 7:30. Although now that daylight savings finished, it might work better for you. But I do a 7:30 time slot because I sort of feel like everyone's had time to get dinner out of the way, but it's before it gets too late. That's kind of my thinking. So that's what I'm doing. So these are the cards. All right. So these 3 are the ones that we're going to be doing in the class, and I will take you through step by step. Now, the good thing about an online class is that you're not locked into any particular time. I send you the link for the video tutorial. You do it at a time that suits you. It could be straight away, it could be next week, it could be next month. Okay, you can do it whenever you like. So it's, oh yeah, it's still missing. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope that he comes back. So yeah, these are the cards we're going to do in the class. Now, this is the one that I added as a bonus. All right, this is just a simple little card that I thought looked really, really nice. I love the way this turned out, and it's not a tricky card. It's just going to be a little bonus card I'm going to add into the class that you can do. And I will be sending out all the pieces for these. Okay, so all the pieces will come to you. If you want to, if you don't want, if you're not in Australia, or if you don't want me to send you the supplies, what you can do instead is just pay for the tutorial, and you'll just get the link to the tutorial how to make these lovely projects. Okay, all 4. If you decide, and the cost for that will be $20. If you decide that you're in Australia and you are going to be placing an order $50 or more, and you use the class code that I will publish, then you'll get the supplies as well as the tutorial. Okay, and for the people who are in my team, they're welcome, because it's a perk of being in my team. They're welcome to pay me for the tutorial, and they'll get the supplies as well. Okay, so they can just pay their $20 and they'll also get the supplies. So well, that's how I do it. I noticed quite a few people who are here tonight are people who've done tutorials or classes with me in the past. So so that's really a nice thing to be able to do these together, and I hope some of you will give this one a go. I really, really love this suite. I just think it's absolutely beautiful. So there are our projects for this time. What do you think? Do we like them? Okay, I'm just looking at all the comments, making sure everyone is okay and we don't have any questions. Whoops, I just ended up going off there. I don't know what happened. Can you guys still hear me okay? Can you still hear me, guys? Because, are you still able to hear me? Because my screen went blank. My screen went black, and I'm not sure whether you guys can hear me or not. Are you able to hear me? I'm just making sure. Oh. Can you guys hear me okay? I'm putting that up there because all of a sudden the chat stopped and I don't know what's happened. So are you guys able to hear me at all? Let me see what happened there. See if we can do it again. It says on my phone that I'm still live. Let me see if I can do it over on YouTube. I am not quite sure what's happened. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay, can you hear me okay? You can. All right. I've no longer got the ability to see it through my through StreamYard, which is where I normally see it. So it's all gone black over there, but it looks like I can see now I'm on YouTube. I've clicked over to YouTube and I can see you there. So sorry, guys. Right. All right. So long as you can hear me, that is the most important thing, and I will keep going. So yeah, the problem is my end. You are correct. So sorry about that. All right, so I thought maybe what I'll do is really quickly do a simple little card, and I'm deciding, where's the city, Cherie? Where is the city in the Alaska one? Because this is the Alaska one. Oh, I see. It does look a little bit like a city over here on the shoreline with the mountains behind. Is that what you mean? It does look a little bit like that. There we go. So I'm deciding which of these two I want to use. They're both lovely. I don't know which one. So nice. On the back we've got these lovely scenes as well. See, that one can be a nice scene too. You can do all sorts of things. There is a bit of a, yeah, I see it. Even awnings over the window, Cherie. Oh wow, how cool. All right. I bet you're really good at those 3D picture things as well. I bet you are. So I'm deciding whether to use this one or this one. Which one shall we do? Maybe I'll go with this one, seeing as that's the one everyone's talking about. So I'm going to grab my trimmer, and I'm going to come in here and we'll make this 9.5 centimeters. I'm going to use the whole thing because it really is lovely. And I'm going to do 13.8 long. So this should be the right size now. And I could pick either Misty Moonlight, because there's Misty Moonlight in this, or I could pick Night of Navy. I think maybe the Night of Navy might look better. They both look good, but I think maybe Night of Navy. Here's a Night of Navy panel. Let's see which one looks better. Yeah, maybe. Probably. That's true. The further away, probably the easier it is to see. Yeah, I think it looks better with the darker blue, so I'm going to use that. And I'm going to grab, I can use either Tombow or I can use Seal. Reflecting the trees that don't exist. Yeah, kind of. It does look like a frozen lake, doesn't it? My husband, coming from Michigan, tells me stories about how he used to go fishing on the lake in winter, like ice fishing with his grandfather. And they would set up a little hut on the ice and dig a hole and stick a line down through the hole and catch fish. I'm like, that just fascinates me, because certainly no one can do that here, that's for sure. Just very interesting. I mean, this is just, to me, the simplest, most beautiful. It's such great paper, and you don't need to do very much to it to get a really great result. So because I'm using navy, I'm going to bring in my navy ink pad. And the birds are my absolute favorite stamp. You know what? Even if even if I hadn't liked all the other stamps, and I do like the other stamps, but even if I hadn't liked the others, I probably still would have bought it for the birds. I love the birds. And it's got nice greetings too. So let's pop this on a block. Night of Navy, I agree. Yep. I'm glad we're on the same page there. I agree. Now, the only thing is you have to be careful when you stamp this. You have to look at it both ways and make sure you're getting the birds the right way up. If you do get them the wrong way up, it's not the end of the world. They still look okay, but they are better if you can get them in the right direction. And I'm going to have them sort of going off the page here. Yeah, even upside down it works, but yeah. Jean, you saw a volcano. Where's the volcano? Is that because you come from Oregon and there's a lot of volcanoes in that area? Did I tell you I went to Mount St. Helens when I was over there some years ago? Just because I was fascinated by it. And of course Mount Rainier is that's still, is Mount Rainier still active? I think it might be. I think it's active but largely dormant, it doesn't do much. But I know they've talked about it being a risk. All right. So I'm happy with those. I think they look really nice. And like I said, you don't need to do very much. And to be honest, I think with these papers, you want to keep the amount of stamping to a minimum. Okay. I mean, you can add other things. You can add a few dies and bits and pieces. Like with this one, I did add, I added a die. And with this one, I've added a die here. And I don't know if you noticed, but down the bottom here, I've added a die. I added the grass down the bottom here. So, you can add things to them, but you don't want to go overboard because the paper itself is so beautiful that you don't want to do too much or you'll overwhelm your paper. So I'm thinking, which one will we go? We've got Thinking of You, Thanks for Everything, Wishing You So Much Happiness, and Relax and Enjoy Your Day. And all four seriously would work. I'm thinking maybe the happiness one. Or the Thinking of You. I mean, you could use some of these would be lovely even as sympathy cards or get well cards. I think they work out really well. Hey, Pauline, nice to see you there. Nice for people coming in and saying hi. Relax and enjoy your day. No, who was first? Thinking of You, and that was Megan. Megan, you were got quick fingers. That's what you've got. I don't know what happened over whether I'm still on Facebook. I have no idea if it's still live over on Facebook. I know it's still live here, but whether the Facebook may have failed. So I guess I'll find out when I'm finished. I'm just going to stay here for now. And I'm going to go back to my navy ink again. Now, you have a couple of choices. You can stamp straight on, all right? Or we could get a strip of paper and put a strip of paper across. Sometimes I like to stamp straight on because I think that's all it needs. But if you make a mistake, you can always stick a strip of paper over the top. So I'm going to pop this down. Come over the top of it so I can see where I'm going. Down towards the bottom with the Thinking of You, just like that. Okay, now if I had messed that up, I could still put a strip of paper over it and hide it really, really easily. Oh, you're getting over COVID. Well, I'm glad you're getting over it. That's the good news, right? You have a bottle of ash. Are you sorry to ask this very indelicate question, Jean? I can tell you that I am old enough to remember because that happened in the 80s. And, oh, you're still on Facebook and you're still getting it over there. Okay, well, that's good. Even though StreamYard failed and I lost that end of it, it looks like the stream is still working. So that's really interesting. Thank you for messaging me with that, Kim. I appreciate it. Thank you, Megan. So, yeah, I'm hoping that people who, a lot of people have had it. In fact, we've just had the last week in isolation here as well. My son had it for the second time, and he's officially out of isolation as of tomorrow morning. Well, today's his last day, but he did a test tonight and he's negative tonight. So he's had his 7 days and he'll be allowed out again tomorrow. And so that meant that my daughter's also had it. She's only had it once. So we've had it 3 times in our house, and my husband and I haven't got it either time. So we've been very fortunate, really. Very grateful for that. All right, I am just going to grab, this is a piece of basic white thick, and I've cut a sheet in half, and now I'm folding it in half again, so I'm making my card base. And then this piece here is going to fit straight on here. And I'm not going to do a lot else with this. I mean, I could add some ribbon. I could add some bling, and that's probably what I will do. I'll probably add a little bit of bling. Yes, we have been very fortunate not to get it. Thank you, Jody. And I have a girlfriend who I normally see quite a lot of, and she has her husband got it on the same day actually that my son got COVID. Her husband tested positive as well, and then she got it from him, and she's been really sick. So I feel really bad. Yeah, bling, always bling. Absolutely. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Oh, you're fully vaccinated? That's good. Oh, you said you were discharged today. Does that mean that you had to be hospitalized? Were you very sick? I'm so sorry if that's the case. It's beautiful, Mount Rainier, Jean. Absolutely gorgeous. I haven't been actually up the mountain. I mean, I've been to some of the waterfalls down in the, the bottom, but I haven't been up the mountain. But I imagine from a hiking point of view that is gorgeous. So we've got some nice bling we can add. I'm thinking iridescent rhinestones because they go with everything. The other thing is we could also use our waves rhinestones because there's some nice blues and things in there. But maybe the iridescent ones today, I'm thinking. So I know it's weird. It's very random who it affects, and some people seem to have lasting effects and other people don't. And then yeah, I don't understand it actually. So I'm doing a large, a small, and a medium. There we go. What do we think? Do we like that? Maybe I'll move this one up to the top. There we go. Just a little bit of bling. I just think it needed something. Not in hospital. Oh, that's good, Pauline. Glad to hear. These rhinestones are beautiful. If you're looking for something really great, they're a go-to because they go with nearly everything. They've got, I don't know if you can see, if I hold them up close, they have purples and pinks and blues and greens and, just lovely, lovely colors that pick up lots and lots of different colors in your cards. So they're a really great option if you're looking for something that's going to pick up lots of different colors. Yeah, they're really nice, and they're not expensive. They're in the mini catalog. Let me just quickly show you. They're right here near the front. Find them for you. Okay, they're on page 9, and they are called Iridescent Rhinestone Basic Jewels. They're $13 for a pack of 200. And I don't know if you guys can hear, but one of the cats is knocking on the door because he thinks it's mealtime, and he's right. It is mealtime. I guess he'll just have to wait because there's not much I can do about that, is there? Not while I'm doing this. Hopefully he'll go and knock on somebody else's door like one of the kids. The problem is they know the kids are not the ones that normally feed them, so they don't bother. Having a flu injection tomorrow. All right, so the thing is with these, if you're going to use these papers, keep it simple. That's my advice to you. The ones that I've done for the online class, that, I've kept them pretty simple. And this one, I cut them into panels. That's just done with dies. This one, I embossed it and then added some dies. And this one, we've got the chopped up piece. So different things you can do, but just keeping it very simple and just adding a few dies here and there, you'll get the best effect, I think, out of these papers. So really lovely. And the paper is only $20 a pack. It's not expensive. It's a really good investment. So there you go. Oh, I didn't think of that. I think this volcano is dormant. We're going to say that it's extinct, and those birds are just fine, Jean. Thanks very much. They're not getting roasted by a volcano. Yeah. Let's hope this winter we can all stay away from it. That's what I think. I guess I'll just stay at home and make cards. That sounds like a plan, right? All right. Okay, then I thought I'd make another card with some retiring product. So we're not going to have a very long, this won't be a very long one tonight. I've only got a couple of very simple projects for you. All right, so this is a pack of paper that is going to be retiring. So I thought, well, I'll use it. This is one of my favorites. It's called Pattern Party, and it's actually a host gift. And here's what you need to know about host gifts, guys. Every time you order an order that is $250 or more, you qualify for host benefits, okay? And you can buy these exclusive host things. You don't actually have to have a workshop or a party. You can actually have your own, inverted commas, host workshop just by placing an order that's over $250. Okay, so that's all you need to do. If you are a demonstrator, you can also be your own host anytime you like. So if you're placing an order that is retail value, $250 or more, you also qualify for host benefits. And of course, if you're a demonstrator, that $250 order isn't going to cost you that much because you're going to get your discount coming off that. So that's the way to maximize your value totally by getting your things at a discount, okay? And you can still qualify for host benefits. So this is a host benefit set. There's always some exclusive stamps at the back of the catalogue. I have to tell you, the ones that are coming in the new catalogue are some of the nicest host sets I've seen in a long, long time. I can show you one of them. Let me grab it. Oh, sorry, I had to rifle around in the box of new products, and of course it was right down the bottom. This is a new host set, this one. So it's not available until the 3rd of May, unless you're a demonstrator, in which case you can get it now. But if you're a customer, you'll be able to get this as a host gift with a $250 order. This will be one of the items that you can purchase. When I say purchase, they give you some dollars to spend. And you can use those inverted commas dollars because it's not real money. It's just it's pretend money. It's like a gift. And you can use it to buy these. Okay, so this is coming in the new catalogue. This one, though, is in the current catalogue, and it's retiring, and it's 48 sheets, so 4 times the normal size, because most of our paper packs are 12 sheets. 48 sheets of paper with lots and lots of colourful designs. There's a new one of these coming in different colours, and you'll really enjoy that when you see it because it's very, very beautiful. That's coming in May as well. Okay, so one side is all colourful, and then the other side of this Pattern Party paper is black and white. Okay. So I'm actually going to use this one because I was looking at this earlier. In fact, I found a scrap of paper on my floor that was this black and white design that's on the back, and I thought, oh, it gave me an idea for a card. So that's what I thought I'd do tonight. I'm going to try that out, and we'll just see how we go. I'm not even sure 100% exactly. I've got the idea in my head, so I haven't actually seen it. Let's see how it works out. Don't you love that? So I'm going to make this 9 centimeters. I've got a piece of black cardstock that is 10 centimeters, which is a card front size by 14.3. Okay, 14.3 centimeters, and that's card front size. So then I'm making this 9, which is a centimeter less wide. And then I am going to cut 1-inch strips, and I need 5 of them. So 1, 2. Now, when I'm doing this sort of thing, I'm not looking at your comments, so I'm sorry if I've missed anything important, or if anyone asks me any questions, I hope I haven't missed them. This paper is not in the mini catalogue. This paper is in the big catalogue, but the New Horizons stuff we played with before, yes, that is all in the mini catalogue. But this is a big one. 1, 2, 3, and 5. So 5 strips. Is that the question? Did I answer the right question? I know. Isn't that a great paper pack, Cindy? I'm glad you got it. It's very versatile. I use it a lot. I use it all the time. All right. So now that I'm going to be going this way. Well, actually, you could go either way. It doesn't really matter. And I find I'm not going to put them down yet, but black and white paper is great because you can do all kinds of things to it. I'm going to put one on each end and then put one in between. And then this one will go here. This one will go here. I think I cut too many. I cut one too many. I don't know how I did that, but anyway, that's just me. All right, so that's how it's going to go down. Now, you could leave them black and white. Do you like, that's my thought process. Is that what you're trying to follow? Because I imagine that that's a little bit scary trying to follow my thought process. I've got some blending brushes and we're going to add some color because black and white, you can do that, right? So I've pulled out a few of my current favorite colors. Basically went with whatever colors I had blending brushes, and this is Bumblebee. Bumblebee is a color that's retiring, so if you like it, you'll need to be quick to get your hands on this. I'm just going to start here at the bottom and then kind of fade it out. So I'm only going to do one edge. And I'll come in a couple of times because I want to build up a bit more color down the bottom here. All right, so I'm happy with that. Now let's see, what's this one? This is Calypso Coral. So let me grab that. So I'm actually going with the color of my blending brushes. I grabbed a handful of blending brushes and went, right, those will do. You can see how I prepare for these things. It's kind of whatever is on my desk or close by, that's what I tend to go with. All right. Then we have purple. This one is Fresh Freesia. I better close these or I'll be in trouble. Monochrome is nice too. Okay, it's nice just going with black and white, but tonight I'm not. Tonight I'm going to have a bit of fun with some color because that's always fun. Right, so then we're going to add some purple. I'm going sort of a little bit more than halfway up these strips. If you haven't got the blending brushes, oh my gosh, guys, these are a game changer. They are so good. Absolutely fantastic. Love, 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 love them. One of my favorite things we've ever had. And what's the next color? Granny Apple Green. Let me grab that. We've got a beautiful new green coming. Actually, before I finish tonight, seeing as I'm talking colors, is anyone interested in seeing the new colors, or have you all seen them already? I did an unboxing and went through all my pre-order with my team online the other day, and that was a lot of fun. And then the last one I have is Bermuda Bay, this one. What do you use to clean glue off your scissors? That's a good question. Depends. If it's very, very sticky, I very often revert to good old what do you call it? Eucalyptus oil. That's what I use. I don't know, don't know if everybody does that, but that's just something has worked really well for me in the past. Sometimes you can roll it off, and if you have one of the old, what's it called? The adhesive removers, eraser. Where are they? One of these things. They are also good for getting adhesive off paper and projects, but also off your scissors. So yeah, I always like the image that's left behind. It looks good, doesn't it? Agreed. Oh yeah, there's another great idea. Rubbing alcohol would be good as well on a, put that on a like a cotton ball and give them a rub with that. That would work as well. Yeah, that's good. All right, let's close this in pad. All right, so now we've got all these colors, and you can decide what order you want to put your colors. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I'm deciding, do I like this order? Actually, I might switch the green and the purple. Yeah, I'm liking that. That's looking rather nice. All right, so yeah, I think I started to say, yeah, last Thursday night I did a live unboxing with all my new stuff with my team, and that was heaps of fun. But for some reason, well, actually I do know the reason. I'd hit my arm the day before, and I have a nerve problem with my, let me put this right in the middle. I have a nerve problem with my arm since I had a blood test last year and they hit a nerve. And so because of that, it hasn't been completely right since. And every now and then it resurfaces. And the other night, Thursday night, I couldn't even use my hand. I couldn't use my thumb at all. I couldn't hold anything. I couldn't grab things. So there went my card making pretty much. And so instead of doing what I was planning on doing, which was to make a couple of cards with the new products, I just showed them what I had, which was still fun. But I wasn't able to do much. Oh, WD-40, didn't think of that. That would work too. Gooby Gone or alcohol whites. Everyone's got some really, really good ideas. I love all these ideas. Well, I'm just thinking I shouldn't have done this one next. I should have done. So what you should do is actually put the one in the middle and then put one on either end, and then the other one goes in between those. It just makes it easy to position them. So when you're doing strips, especially like if you have an odd number of strips, put your middle one on first and you work out. So if I know that I have, for example, let's put this in the right place. I'm trying to have the same amount of distance here to here and here to here and at the top as well. So the idea is that and the good thing about Tombow is you get a few seconds of wiggle time. You can slide it into place, which makes it much, much easier. All right, so then this one, no, I'm going to do the yellow one because that's the one that'll go on the end. Yeah, that's the thing I found. I thought I've been shocked. I've never had nerve damage before, and I had, it's weird. It'll be better, and then it goes away, and then it comes back, and it had been gone for a good, I'd say a good maybe 6 weeks. I hadn't had any pain at all, and then I hit my arm just below my funny bone. I've got a lump like right here, and something about hitting in that spot. The pain wasn't at that spot. The pain was even I had the lump at that spot, but the pain was down in my wrist where I had the nerve issue. So clearly it's not completely fixed yet. But I just hope that eventually it fixes itself. Now this one didn't quite sit in the right place. I didn't quite position that properly. Never mind. That's all right. It's still looking pretty good, and we're going to sort of put something in the middle so you won't be able to tell too much. Shh, it'll be our little secret. But anyway, I'm liking how it's looking. Oh, you're off to bed, Pauline. Well, thank you for spending some time with us. And you too, Jenny. All right, thank you for spending some time with us tonight. For a cast for a broken arm being put on too tight. Oh, how awful. Has he come good now? Like, is it better? I've got a circle here. I'm just deciding if that's a big enough circle. I think it is. All right, so I've got a few different shapes and things, but I think I'll go with a circle. And let's find ourselves a nice, I pulled out a stamp set earlier that has got some really nice greetings. This one that says you are perfectly unique, which will look nice on a circle, or thanks so much. I think maybe you are perfectly unique. What do we think? Yeah, I've never had a problem with nerves ever in my whole life, so it was a bit of a shock. And how it happened was just so silly. With, who would have thought that, a blood test would have a result like that. So I'm going to pull out my Bermuda Bay, one of my favorite colors. And let's pop this right here in the middle. Acupuncture, didn't think of that. Ah, good thinking. Maybe I should. But mind you, most of the time it doesn't bother me. So, like I said, I thought it was completely gone. But it's only that it flared up after hitting my arm the other day. All right, so I'm going to pop some dimensionals behind this circle. And I might actually just grab a sponge dauber and go around the edge of the circle. And I might do it in a lighter color. So I'm thinking maybe Pool Party or Coastal Cabana. Maybe Pool Party. So It is black and white paper, but of course black and white paper being so versatile, you can do anything with it. So that's a good suggestion though, Jean. If it keeps giving me trouble, I might go down the acupuncture trick path. See how that goes. Acupuncture track is what I meant to say. All right. 6 to 12 months if you're lucky. Does that mean it can be worse if you're not lucky? That doesn't sound very good. And it was, yeah, my husband was with me when it happened. The guy, I mean, I'm sure he didn't mean it, you know, but he put the needle in and bang. Man, you know about it when that happens. All right, you are perfectly unique. What do we think? Do we like this? Now, the thing is, do I want to put it on a piece of white cardstock, or do I want to pop it on a piece of pale blue, like a pool party maybe? I'm deciding. Well, some of you guys sound like you know more about nerve damage than I do. I hope that's not from personal experience. So we could go with a, it does look quite nice on the pool party. What do you think? Red, so Cherie. Yeah, that was November or December. No, it was December, I think. November or December. It was last year. So I'm just deciding. Got some basic white. Red what, Cherie? What should be red? Deciding whether I want this on a white base or a blue base. Different colored bling. Yeah, we could do bling on here. That would look nice. So that's on the white. All the chat has stopped here. Has it? Has the chat stopped? Huh. What's happening? You like the white, Megan? Yeah, maybe. Maybe white is better. I mean, white is safe, right? So we're thinking, is that what it is? Right. When you say here, do you mean Facebook or do you mean YouTube, Judy? I really don't know what happened tonight. My stream disappeared, so I couldn't see it, but at least you guys could see it. Let me pop this on. And we said different colored bling. Well, there's lots and lots of options. Lots of options. I mean, I have some lovely granny apple green bling here in the waves dyes. That would be nice because it matches in with this green. And we also have some sequins. Sequins might be good. Let me grab those. They're over here. And see, I've got sequins. I've got orange. And there's a few different colors. See that? So we could add some of those in. The red ones possibly don't go as much, but these do. So what do we think? Oh, did you? You know that Pool Party is one of my favorites, Megan. We'll just have to agree to disagree. But that's okay. We're all different, and that's what makes the world go round. Sequins, says Judy. Okay. All right. You still have chat? Yeah, Pool Party is warmer. I agree. All right. I'm just looking at that. I think maybe the yellowy ones stand out a bit more. Let's have a look. And they're nice because they pick up other colors. I might just go with the big ones. Let's try a little one here. You know what? You could also put, you could put them on here as well, but then I'm going to end up with too many. Maybe I'll just leave it like that. See, I love Bermuda Bay. Bermuda Bay, and in fact, my branding, like for my colors for my business, Pool Party, Bermuda Bay, Coastal Cabana, all those colors. I love all the blues and greens. And they're the colors I chose for my branding. So there you go. All right. I wonder if it needs, you know what, I think it needs a ribbon. It really does. That's what's wrong. It's missing something. And I wonder... I've got Pool Party, sheer Pool Party ribbon. That could look nice. We've got, of course, our lovely seam binding ribbon. In fact, there's even a ribbon already. There's a bow already tied in that. What do we think? What color ribbons would work? I agree. A ribbon. It needs something. We've also got the glittery white organza ribbon as well. Doesn't tie bows as easily as the other two because these two are much softer. Pool Party. Oh, and you want to color. You love the red, don't you, Cherie? I'm also looking at the glittery ribbon because that's really sparkly and that's very pretty. So, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to tie both and see which one looks the best. So Megan's saying Pool Party ribbon, even though you don't like Pool Party, but you like the ribbon, right? It is nice ribbon. Maybe it's just the cardstock you're not so fond on. So I'm planning, my plan is to publish the class over the next day or two. What I am waiting for is the pebbles. I do not have the pebbles and I want to use them on at least one of the cards, if not two. Probably on one, but we'll see. See how it looks on both. And for that reason, I'm just waiting for them to arrive so that I can put the photos up. Okay, so this is how the sparkly ribbon looks, which is quite nice. It's the white. And then we have the Pool Party ribbon, which is super, super soft. So this is very easy to tie. And then the other option is we can color the seam binding ribbon and make it any color we like. Now, someone said red. I don't want to use red because I don't have any red in here, but I could use any of these colors quite happily if I was going to color a ribbon. But it does give us a lot of options. And that's why I like these. I love the seam binding because you can make it so many different colors. So do we like the blue? Can you color the sparkle ribbon? You know what? I don't know. I haven't tried. Maybe what I should do is give it a whirl. I don't know if it would color very successfully because of the sparkly bits in it, but we can try and see what happens. It might be surprising, but I've never given it a whirl. You know why I've never tried? Because it's such beautiful ribbon all by itself that I've never even thought to try it with anything like that. All right, so there's the sparkly one. Can you see that okay, how that looks? And then there's the Pool Party one. And let's just have a bit of fun and quickly try the Pool Party, the sparkly ribbon, and see what it looks like if we were to colour it. Right, and that's the blue. So are we talking about colouring? You're taking green or granny apple green. And shall we try? I mean, I have got granny apple green blends. I could try colouring. I know this will colour okay, but what about the sparkle ribbon? Let me have a quick look. I've got some fresh freesia as well, which some of the sparkles in this ribbon are purple and blue and green. So I probably would lean towards a colour that's already in there. Granny apple green might be very bright, but let's try it and just see. Can't hurt, right? All right, so I know the granny apple green would look lovely on the seam binding. That's not even a question. All right, that's very easy to do. But this, yeah. So let's try the light. And I'm wondering what will happen to the sparkles, if they'll stay sparkly or if they'll change colour. Oh, you're still getting a bit of, they look more blue. I can't see purple, but I can still see blue in there. Well, let's give it a go, guys. And I'm using, this is the light granny apple green. I could try with the darker one, but I'm worried to go up too dark. But it looks like the sparkles are colouring okay. I love it when we experiment with something new. Let me try and see what this looks like. Can you see it? It is quite green now. It's like, I just want to, actually I need to make it a bit green, a bit longer. Better to have too much than not enough. All right, let's see. Cookie's squeaking away over there. I don't know if you can hear him. I'm going to bet that when I'm finished this video, because the cats are meant to be fed at, well, 7:30 to 8. 8 o'clock has always been their bedtime, but now that daylight savings finished, we've been trying to stretch them out to 7:30. And I bet they haven't been fed yet, and it's nearly 8:30. All right. I'm going to cut this, and we'll see how it looks. What do we think? Do we like this? Just going to try and, I'm trying to make the loops a little bit smaller, pull them through a little bit. Sorry, I'm fiddling around with my ribbon trying to get it to look the way I want it to look. What do we think? Do we like it? We do. Okay. All right. So now we've coloured our sparkly ribbon with blends, which I've never done before. So there you go. Because of you guys, I've tried something totally different, totally new for me. And you can still see the sparkles. It is still sparkly, but the sparkles are now blue and green. Can you see that? There's the purple kind of has disappeared, but it's now green. So let me use my glue dots and pop that on. And I might just trim it a little shorter. What do we think? Are we happy with this? It's certainly a little different to what I was expecting, but I'm liking it. And I love the way this picks up the spark, even though it's the orangey yellow one, it's picking up all the other colors in it. So that's really cool with the sequins. So there we go. We like that. Okay. So how did we go tonight? We did 2 beautiful cards. I really liked both of them. I thought they both turned out really nice. The other one is in this big mess on my desk somewhere. Who knows where though, because I have made such a mess here tonight. That's all right. That's what we do when we create, right? We make a mess. Just making sure. There it is. And don't forget, guys, we've got these cards for the class. So if anyone's interested in doing the tutorial this week, I will have those up in the next well, I think the pebbles should be here soon. So I'd like to say within the next 48 hours. If you're placing an order in the meantime, just check with me. I can give you the class code, even though I haven't actually officially published it yet. Oh, and there was that one too, which I really love this. I just love the simplicity of it. I think that turned out nice. Yes, you're right, Cindy. You were absolutely correct. That's where it was. And mess means we had fun. Well, then I must be having a lot of fun. All right, so there are 2 cards tonight. There we go. Oh, thank you for joining me tonight, guys. We've done well tonight. We're right on the hour. So so this is actually the time that I originally was trying to get my videos done by, but lately they've been going a little bit long. So there's just been too much to tell you and too much to go through, all the stuff that's happening. Don't forget our retired list is still continuing this week, right through until the end of the month. And in fact, the new catalogue does not go live until the 3rd of May. But if you want one, if you're in Australia and you don't have a demonstrator, please send me a message and I'll make sure you get one of those in the post. Okay, so there we go. I hope everyone has a fantastic week ahead, and whatever you're doing, I hope that it is just, I hope it's an amazing week and you have lots of really cool things happen and it's very productive. Look after yourselves, guys. See you soon. I now have to work out how to close this because, you know, that's what happens. Thanks, guys. Bye.